Love you.
Love you too. Okay, now I gotta figure this out.
You know, I don't want to put it.
Other side to come up on my YouTube side. I don't know what's going on here. Still didn't work when I go on my YouTube side and my StreamYard trying to, the one that I scheduled for the stream. Is it working now? Oh, wait a minute. There we go. There we go. I think I got it working now. Hey, Bree sis. Hello, Cheryl. So, okay, the first one that I had scheduled for this, for some reason it wouldn't go through. So I had to like start a new one. So I'm thinking for now on what I'm going to do, I'm not going to, until I get to know how to do it, I'm not going to schedule one. I'm just going to go live and then it'll go over to my YouTube side. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to delete that one. How do I do that? Hello, Bill. Welcome in. Okay. Well, because I'm trying to figure out, because I know Grandpa had showed me my first stream how to do it, but when I schedule it, it won't go over to my YouTube side. But when I did this, when I just created one on StreamYard and went over to my YouTube side, it was all there. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna delete those other two because they're, you guys said they're still running, correct? So I will delete those two. Let me, hey Lucky. Let me know if the other one is still running. I got rid of the other two. Cause see, it doesn't work when I schedule it. The people that are in there. Okay, I'm gonna post the link here. Hold on a second. I'm having a brain fart here. So where do I find the link again to go on StreamYard so you guys can come up? Oh, invite, invite. Okay, there we go. Never mind. I got it. Yeah, please, because I am like having a duh moment here. Hi, Heinz. How are ya? There's the link for you.
Hello. Could you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Hey, Dana.
So, what is your question?
Okay, so you know how you schedule the lives, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my issue I'm having is when I open my StreamYard and I've got my YouTube side. So when I go to do my live for that time on my StreamYard, it's not showing there's nothing there. Like it's
All
not
right.
saying I have nothing scheduled.
What you need to do is shut your YouTube site completely off.
So I close it.
Close your YouTube, yes. Your StreamYard will run through your YouTube on its own. You do not have to have the YouTube site on at all.
Okay.
All right. So you go to your Google, you click
Okay.
on StreamYard, you
Yep.
set up your link, and then you go to your panel and you click go live. That's all you need to do. If you
Hmm.
want to run your YouTube, you can in a different window, but you have to have it muted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But most of the time, you could either run your StreamYard like what you have here, either your laptop or a cell phone. You could be able to view the YouTube side chat.
Okay.
Just like I said, you have to have it muted. So StreamYard is fine, but if you want to run your chat on a different, panel or phone, it has to be muted.
Okay. So I don't have to have YouTube open. I can close it. It doesn't have to be.
Exactly.
Okay.
As soon as you hit that go live on StreamYard, it's going to automatically go to your panel, which would be YouTube.
Okay.
Now, are you paying for the site? All
Yeah.
right, so you could be able to add your Facebook. You could be streaming on your Facebook as well with your YouTube at the same time.
Yeah, I saw that on the, yeah, I seen that you can choose where you want it to be live.
Right. Now, keep in mind if you do your Facebook, we'll just say if you're broadcast at, say, 8 o'clock, that's when you want to go live. Facebook needs a 10 minutes heads up before you go live. So
Okay.
you would have to get your panel ready like 12 minutes before 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So you would have to have, make sure Facebook has enough time to go through their process. And then
Yeah.
at 8 o'clock, you could hit that play, the go live, and it'll go right to YouTube.
Okay. Now, say if I have my YouTube side closed, which I do now, I just have StreamYard running. How do I find out how many people are in the room? Like I know up here I see 8, but I can't see the thumbs up or anything.
All right, so what you have to do is, let's see, I'm on your panel, so I can't be able to tell. Top left hand corner, you should see the time, maybe.
Yep.
All right, does it give you a thumbs up?
No, it just says the live and then it says it's got an eyeball and it says 9.
All right, so that means it's 9 people that's viewing.
Okay.
As far as the likes, it might not because you'll have thumbs up or hearts if you're broadcasting through Facebook. So at least you know you have 9 people viewing your panel now.
Give me a thumbs up, Grandpa. Him and his thumbs up.
Now, underneath the video you have here, you have boxes. See the boxes? There you go.
There we go.
Yep.
That one's better. Am I echoing?
Nope.
Okay.
I could hear Grandpa's though.
Yeah, you can.
Grandpa.
What you're hearing is Bruce.
Yeah. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
his stream
that's
going
like I
on
said, that's the only
different
thing I
panel.
had an issue with when I was trying to do the live. Like I'd schedule it and then have my YouTube open, but the like where the live's supposed to be on the YouTube side, there's like the square box, and then it's got a circle that just keeps spinning, and it's telling me to connect
Yeah,
my.
because what you're actually doing, you're trying to set up a live video through your Facebook with their app. When you're
Oh,
running StreamYard, you do not have to run that YouTube setup.
okay.
It's
So I
basically
just open my stream and then hit the live, and it'll do its thing.
go to StreamYard, your Google StreamYard, set up your stuff that you want on your StreamYard, and when you're ready, just go live, and it automatically does YouTube. And
Okay.
if you want Facebook, it'll go to Facebook. You don't have to worry about no notifications, no nothing.
Yeah. Hello, Nancy. Welcome in.
Hello,
I'll give you,
everybody in the chat.
I'll give
Hello,
you one
Katrina.
more.
Hello, Lucky.
Hey, Grandpa, haven't seen you in a while. I'll give you one more good advice. All right. Last night you were asking about pianos, and don't let nobody run your piano. Last advice I have to let you know is every time you end a live stream, are you familiar where you go to your settings on your piano on YouTube side?
No.
All right, I'm gonna have to show you that eventually. But
Okay.
reason why I'm saying that is because some moderators will kick people out of your piano because they don't like them. So if you
Oh,
happen to realize that somebody has not been on your panel or in your chat in a while, it's because one of the mods got rid of them. So
oh, okay.
you have to get into your settings, and that's what will happen to Grandpa, and that happened to me.
But
Okay.
they can't block me because I'm a mod. Na 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 na.
Okay.
Just
I'm
remember.
just gonna figure something out here. Just give me 2 seconds.
Yep. As far as your mods, you really have to be. They have to be really trustful.
Cheryl, can you type in the room?
I would have been here sooner, Katrina, but I was still over on your other one that wouldn't come up.
Yeah, that's okay. That's all right.
But this is cool. I got you going on one and Bruce going on the other.
Exactly.
Is it still going?
Oh yeah, I got myself muted there so we don't have an echo. But I can dance and everybody can see me.
Triple C
Lucky,
said.
can you type in the room?
Yep. Triple C said some of their mods block their kids.
Wow.
Yeah. So you have to be really really careful who you choose as a mod.
Jeez.
The best thing to do if you think if you don't like what they're saying, you ask the host if they want them blocked.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll block without even telling you, or they'll give people timeouts.
You're welcome, sis.
This is cool.
And it don't take much for them tires to turn.
Hmm.
Goes up anyone that has 45s, 40s, 44s, and just all
Technology.
So Lucky was telling me that the best part, like the best way to do it is like I don't have to have my YouTube side open. I can just have the StreamYard. I'm not talking to the wall. I'm talking to my husband. Don't think I'm a little loopy here.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Katrina's Crochet World.
Yeah,
There he is,
that's Mr. World. Hey, Mr.
Mr.
World.
World, right here.
How's it going?
How you doing? Pleasure.
Not bad.
Say hi to Luna.
Hi, Luna. You see his doggy?
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, she's
She's
cute.
stuck in a corner.
She got her face in the couch.
What kind of dog is it, Grandpa?
A boxer.
That's what he likes. He loves boxers.
They're a good dog.
Yeah, I like bulldogs too.
And Cheryl is Lucky's wife. I call her my YouTube sis. And Heinz, he's saying hi to you.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, I have a friend that has a litter that's ready to go. They're what you call a boxer. They're half bulldog and half boxer.
Oh, wow.
And they are gorgeous.
They're cute.
Nice. Oh,
So the private chat, too, is,
you didn't
like I was saying to Grandpa last time, is where, like, trolls like to put stuff, right, and say things.
Yeah. But you know what? The best thing to do is don't even address it because that's what they want you to do.
Yeah,
You know, they'll come in there and say bad things about Lucky and bad things about Mr. Stoker and about Mia and about Luna and
yeah.
Just be very careful, that's all. If you're careful, you'll be all set.
my last live I didn't have one troll.
Yeah.
I could tell you a reason why you didn't have that troll, Grandpa.
Yeah, I noticed who wasn't there.
Noticed he wasn't there, right? Because he went live
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, I've got quite a few mods in here now, Heinz.
Oh my.
Yeah, I've got quite a few mods in here now. So how was your day, Grandpa?
It was good.
That's good. Rained here for a bit today. Not too much, though.
We might get the remnants of that hurricane. It looks like it might head up the East Coast.
Not too much, though. Yeah, I heard about that. Is it a pretty bad one?
Well, it's on land now, so it'll just be a tropical storm if anything.
Is it a pretty bad one?
We haven't had a good rainstorm here yet.
Yeah.
Yes, Triple C. That is what that is supposed to be for. But when you run the StreamYard link in the comments, anybody could click that link and be able to type in this the chat, private chat, and read what is in the private chat. So it's not too private. The only time when that is private is when you run the StreamYard link to come up on the panel in like an email address or like a Google Hangouts address.
Yeah.
You know, when you run it in the panel, it's not private.
Yeah. Hey, Kane.
Hey, Kane. Oh, Luna girl. Oh, so it's okay to smoke on camera now?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was leaning to one side.
I was actually holding my pipe like, is she gonna light up yet? Is she gonna light up yet?
I just lit up.
Woo! That's right. If what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's right.
You're gonna make me and Grandpa over there friggin' breaking sweat.
Well, I'm leaning like this, and then I pull my cigarette up and I'm thinking, oh no, and I go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my last one. After this, I'm going to bed.
I know Bruce and them probably thinking I'm crazy because I'm sitting here just to talking and I got my mic muted.
Triple C wants to know, Lucky, how do you get your links so you can send it privately to others?
Well, what I have is the Google Hangout. It's like a private chat. You would have to get their emails, and what I have is set up as Google Hangouts. I put in there. I named it as YouTube family members. And
No,
everybody that I trust will be in that YouTube family Hangouts. I run that StreamYard link right in there.
no, I think your StreamYard link, Lucky, that changes every time you go live, doesn't it?
Yes.
No, I think your StreamYard link, Lucky, that changes every time you go live, doesn't it?
Because it's not a static IP address they use.
Yeah.
If they use a static IP address, yes, it would be the same.
Grandpa working out. Yeah, so I got this blanket done. I don't know if Cheryl's looking. It's for my cousin who's going to university, and those are the colors.
Nice.
Gosh, by the looks of that, you could pretty much make an American flag, couldn't you?
I could, yeah. I really could, honestly.
I'd be willing to pay for something like that.
Because all I'd have to do is do the red and white across, right? And then on the side, I'd only have to do half, and then do a full blue, and then do like the stars on the blue.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Triple C.
I mean, 50 stars unless you want to get rid of California, and then 49. And that's okay. Someone asked me, why do you have 49 stars? I'll say, because I didn't have Katrina put in California.
Right? Thank you, Heinz. Yeah, like when I first started crocheting, I was only able to make blankets and scarves, and now I can make everything except for I got to learn how to do what are they called? I think cardigans, like the sweaters and stuff like that.
Yeah, Kane, I know how some wildfires there. You keep safe, young man. They tell you to evacuate. That's what you need to do because they don't use good fire conservation in California.
That's scary.
They think more about wildlife losing their habitat than they do about property and people burning up.
Thread crochet? I'm not too sure, Laura. I've never really worked with thin stuff. I think the thinnest is a 3 I've worked with.
Triple C, I just hit that play all button and I bust you as all. I have it running in the background, so by tomorrow morning I'll probably have like maybe 30 of your videos played.
Oh, I
I'm
can
just-
imagine it's expensive.
I'm sitting here looking at you guys and chilling with Katrina. I'm sitting here looking at you guys and chilling with Katrina. Yeah, I'm multitasking. Imagine that.
Is that Tampa's?
No, it's more outlaw. The Tampa's
Oh,
there.
okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, Triple C and Joe is pretty good too. I always go on their lives at night and they help people out like you do, Lucky, with growing small channels and getting people up there.
Yep.
Very good people.
Well, we'll definitely get along, Triple C. If you do a, I do a Friday night grow your channel, but it's completely different from everybody else's. You gotta stop in and check it out sometime. 6 o'clock Eastern time. Katrina, let you know you got 8 people watching, 10 thumbs up.
Nice. Thank you guys.
Don't forget to hit that share button, guys. Takes a second. Just hit the share. Share it to your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Okay, I'm hitting
Thumbs
mute.
up,
I'll be here
Tampa.
though.
There goes
Oh.
Facebook.
Tampa's multitasking too.
I'm double streaming. I'm like grandpa right now. I'm on 2 live streams.
That's it.
Yeah. Good to see you going live, Miss Katrina.
Hey, BP, Mo Mutters,
High five.
More Outlaw, welcome in.
You're sharing on
More outlaws there too.
my Twitter and Facebook.
So when, like, say if I go on your guys' live and I hit that share button, I can share it on my Facebook or my Instagram or anything, like,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
Oh,
There's the
more
link for you
outlaw
guys.
There we go. We're gonna get some stuff going here.
Woo woo. 13 people. Holy moly.
It's growing quick too.
Get cam to load. Thumbs up more.
Look, we got a double.
Oh, there it is.
What's going on?
Hey,
Uh-oh, look.
Bruce. Long time no see.
I got my stream going while I'm on your stream. Yeah. Brandon Codlin just said hi.
Good.
Try to see what. There we go.
Oh, where did he go?
He has bad internet connection on his cell phone all the time.
Oh. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, I was showing Grandpa with the like on the StreamYard part with the private chat and the brand, you can choose colors and logos and stuff. Oops.
Can't wait till you get to that 1K. They could be monetized. This way we could be able to get you some super chats.
Yeah.
What's up, Kane?
Get that join button for you.
Oh,
Now watch your 14 thumbs up.
there we go. We got the Tampa Terminator.
I'll be back.
Be back. Be back.
To the chopper now.
To the chopper. Get to the chopper now.
Let's see here.
All right, guys, put it back on. Put yours on, Grandpa.
This is funny.
I don't know where mine is.
We are
I
really
have a
cool.
pair.
We are cool people.
We're the cool people.
We are really cool.
Have you seen my
Oh,
Okay.
I got him. I found him.
Oh, now you cool too.
There you go.
Oh, to the chopper.
chopper now? Go to the chopper.
I actually have to wear mine because I got a bright light right behind my screen.
But I can't read the chat unless I have. No, I'm really cool. I'm really cool now.
My other specs are right here.
All right, I'm gonna get off here, guys. I just want to say hi.
Thanks
Now
for
I
coming
see-
in, Tampa.
Hey, I'll see you in probably about 10 seconds, Tampa.
Yeah. This is right now. Ready right now.
Now I can see the chopper.
The chopper's there. See
I'm
what-
going to bed. So you guys tell Bruce I have his running. I'm going to have Katrina's running, and I'm going to bed.
Okay. See you guys.
And I also have Triple C's running as well. So you all get a lot of extra hours.
Well, Lucky, here, something for you to think about before you go to bed.
See my earphones? All right. Good night, Katrina.
Oh, that's what I was going to do. Have a good night, Lucky. Thank you.
All right. I'll
Take
have
care,
your
Lucky.
chat. You're welcome, Grandpa. I'll have your chat going, Katrina.
Hey, Mudmower Farms, how you doing?
Okay.
Hey, you know I'm here for the duration.
Have a good night, sis.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking that for whatever reason, some of my chats don't come up on people's live streams because I was saying hi to you earlier, Katrina.
Well, yeah, I know when Cheryl was saying that, and I was like, because I looked through the chat, right? And I'm like, and nothing's there. It was weird.
Might be because I was on my cell phone.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Because I saw the other comments that you made, but I didn't see the other ones.
So are you going to go until 3 in the morning tonight?
No. um,
You know, this is cool, kind of confusing, but doing 2 streams at once.
yeah.
Oh, you're switching
Isn't
it
that neat?
around,
The
right?
back? Yeah. I downloaded some of the YouTube stuff too that I could have up there instead of the StreamYard symbol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's too much in that background though. I gotta have something that's not too much going on there.
Well, you can just make us bigger.
Oh, right.
You won't be able to see that much of the background. There you go. Now
There
you
we
can't see anything.
Now what is this one?
No, I'm real tiny.
Oh.
I'm so small. Help! Help!
Oh, there. Geez, thank you.
Oh, Grandpa, you're a hoot.
Yeah, I try to be. Hey, Froggy.
Hey, Doggy.
Yeah, Heinz, because I said hi to you a couple times, you and Patrick, and neither one of you said hello. I've had that happen with my phone before in other live streams. People were saying, well, I can see him, but then other one says I can't.
Yeah, I know sometimes if we don't, because there's top chat and then there's live chat. Sometimes if you don't have the live chat hit, then it won't show all the comments.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe Heinz, maybe you didn't have the live chat on. Maybe you just had the top chat.
Yeah, because I had because I refreshed because when I went on, it was like hours later, it still said 5 hours. So I was like, there's no way he's still been on for 5 hours. So I refreshed it and then it said 8 hours. And then I'm like, okay, I still can't see what Cheryl had said you said. And then I hit the live chat and then I finally saw it, which was near the end of his live.
Yeah, see, Heinz, I didn't see you say hello to me once.
No.
That's why I thought maybe I pissed you off or something.
I didn't even see it either.
Okay, my day was good. It's actually cooling off. It was in the mid 60s today. Well, Luna's over there just snoring.
Is she?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh my. Where'd we
Oh
go?
my.
That's neat.
And what did
So
you
that's
click
in
on?
the overlay part.
Oh,
If you
okay.
go into your overlay, yeah, you can kind of put that up and then you can go back and forth type thing. That's kind of neat.
Yep, tomorrow's steak night for Luna.
Nice.
Well, you know, I found a new and better way to enjoy a hamburger now.
Yeah.
I buy the cheap steak at Walmart and I grind it up in my meat grinder that I have from my Ninja blender.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man, it's so much better than a hamburger that you buy. It's actually red and not pink.
Nice. Yeah, I can't eat steak that's pink.
But no,
It's got to be well cooked.
Luna will have her steak tomorrow night. Well, I can't choose steak.
No, I find it hard to choose.
I can't gum it.
No. So oh, there we go. Okay.
I'm in here talking with you and over here giving a thumbs up to Bruce.
Nice.
Hey, gotta spread the love, you know.
That's right. Most definite.
People be thinking I'm crazy.
They're like, what is he doing?
Yeah, I got my thumb going all around. Yeah, no. On Wednesday nights, I go to my son's house for dinner,
Nice.
and he has
Hey,
two golden
Mason.
retrievers. Are you on both live streams there, Laura? Hey, Mason.
If anybody wants to come up, there's the link.
Where they're hitting Bruce up on the super chats too.
What's that?
More Outlaw, he's getting a bunch of super chats tonight as well.
Nice.
Yeah, $30, $50.
Holy, good for him.
Yep. He's got a lot of good content though too, just like Lucky.
Yeah.
Me basically what I do is live stream.
Yeah. Now I know is it 40 hours they give you on StreamYard, and if you go over that you got to wait till the next week or something and then it refreshes?
No, are you paying for it?
Yeah.
How much did you say you're paying though?
The same as you. I looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah, the $20.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, then you're unlimited.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you were limited to 20 hours a month when you didn't pay for it.
Okay. Yeah, the next one I'm going on Friday at 7:30.
Cool. That'll be about the time that Lucky gets off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to his, and once he's pretty much done, then I'm gonna boot over here and do this one.
Well, I'll be there. Get your hours up.
Yeah. Well, like I said, when before I did that live on Sunday, I was at, I want to say it was 12% hours. And then the next day I looked and it jumped from 12% to 64% hours. And I was like, wow.
Right. Well, you can go into your analytics and it will show you exactly how many hours you have.
Yeah.
Well,
Pumpkin, pumpkin.
hey, Laura.
Hello, you two.
How are you?
What's up?
Okay, just loving it that I've got a hurricane named after me.
Ain't
Right?
that something?
Yep.
Katrina had one in 2005.
Yeah.
I did.
Took me 70 years to get one, so I'm pissed off and causing a big mess.
Well, Katrina's was real nasty.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Heck, I remember when, oh gosh, Andrew.
Oh, that one was bad.
Hit the air base in Florida. And leveled it.
My daughter lives right over, almost on the edge of, what is it, Florida, and is it Alabama or Mississippi that's by Florida?
Yikes.
They've been getting a lot of rain.
I gotta show you something, Laura. My sister bought these for my husband and I for our anniversary. I don't know if you've seen them before. They're globes. And they got our pictures in them.
Oh,
isn't that adorable?
Is beautiful. That is so nice.
And then on the back, this is what we always say to each other.
Love you, baby. Oh.
Yeah. And then she got us a smaller one as well. And this is a picture of her hand.
Oh.
And then this is the date we got married.
Oh,
Ain't that special?
Yeah, aren't those neat?
Yeah, you
those are
know,
so beautiful.
Luna would love that as a chew toy.
Yeah, she
Grandpa.
probably try and chew on it. It's like a plastic or something. Like it's really hard.
I could tell you, I could be going down the road at 70 miles an hour, and if I threw a ball out the window, Luna would be out after it.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're rechargeable. Like you charge them, you plug them in and they charge. That's how the lights. Yeah.
That's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Now I
Well,
can't see any chat down below when I'm on.
well, everybody's talking about you.
Ah! Hey, after what I said today, and that person took offense to it.
Yeah. It was true though. It
I
was
mean,
true.
I was like, "Mm." I wanted to shake him till his teeth rattled.
I must not have been there.
I think you were doing something, Grandpa. It was you had came back shortly after it, but he was standing there and he just wasn't really doing much and just watching Lucky. And it's like, okay, we're thinking he's trying to learn, right? And then he went to go do it, and not even like just like he didn't even want to do it. And then the big boss came in.
Well, I said earlier, he kind of reminded me of like knitting, you know, jump twice and pull up pants once.
Yep.
I mean, we almost got to see the bottom edges of the tidy whities today.
Yeah, you know, I you know when you go to work, that culture bullshit needs to, pardon my French, needs to stay at home
Yeah.
Yep.
because
Well,
that is actually unsafe.
yeah, it is. Because I mean, like he had the other, like, what was it, yesterday? He had his buds hanging from his neck. Takes 2 seconds for those to get tangled and wrapped around your neck at work, and you know,
I
Well,
know I
that's like,
saw him one time get fed up with them and throw them on the ground, and I'm going like, guess you don't really want them, do you?
yep,
They don't
no,
take that kind of punishment.
no, and if they're buds for an iPhone, those things are expensive.
Oh yeah.
yep, they are very. Oh, I just got a notification. Severe thunderstorm watch ending. We didn't even get one.
No, it'll take at least a day and a half, or if either one of them are shooting up north, it'll take that long to get up there.
Well, and that's the
There,
I
thing,
know.
like here where we live, like we've got a bubble around us. I swear, like they could say there's a tornado near us or whatever. It'll just pass right over us. We'll get like the winds, the high winds and stuff like that, but we get nothing.
I know that's
see,
the
we
way
don't.
my hometown was
Yep,
because we were surrounded by mountains,
yep,
and it would go, right over.
Yeah, we don't. We don't get tornadoes here. Not in a sense. They call them microbursts because of the mountains that tornado can't last.
yeah,
Yeah. I've
You
only
know, and
known of one tornado that touched down in my hometown, and it was a freak. It just went thick up and it was gone. I mean, not enough to cause some damage, and then it left.
yeah,
Now, when we got hit with a tornado in my subdivision and the subdivision next to us, the tornado just did hop, skip, hop, skip, hop, skip, touch, do damage, touch, do damage. Couple of houses that took the whole side walls out of them.
yeah,
we've had a couple of microbursts that You know, like I said, they only last for 3 or 4 seconds, but that's long enough to rip up a house.
Oh, definitely.
But
And I
I
would,
would like to see a really strong storm, and then I could go down to Old Orchard Beach and do some metal detecting.
oh yeah.
Because a storm like that makes the ocean, you know, it surges a lot, and it brings in things that have been out buried, you know, and gold being one of them is real heavy.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe, especially Old Orchard Beach. I'm telling you, you see some of the people that come there from Canada, and they're wearing, you know, $10,000 rings and watches, and they go in the
Yep.
water, which is about 60 degrees, and they lose their stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Bud's Coins.
Hey, buds, welcome in.
Yeah, I told him about the silver dollar I have. I have a 1884 silver dollar.
Wow, that'll be worth money.
There was an auction some years back that had one that went for over $1 million.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
it all depends on the year, because I've seen some of them that are worth only $27.
Yeah. It was given to me by a neighbor in my hometown. He would, whenever he came over to my mom and dad's house, he would always hand us silver dollars. And my mom would take them and put them away.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you never know what things are worth, like, especially coin. And silver is worth a lot more now, isn't it, than gold is? Or is gold worth more?
I don't know.
Gold is worth more.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about taking my wedding band and my husband's wedding band in because it's white gold.
Ooh. Yeah.
I took in some gold once, and just a regular gold band, and it was worth over $80.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true, Buds. The years. I've seen some people, and, you know, I'm thinking, man, wouldn't I like to do that? They're out metal detecting, and they find jars of coins that were buried by a tree.
Oh.
Because, you know, back in the day, just like a lot of people now, they didn't trust banks, so they would put their stuff in a can or a jar, and then they'd bury it. And a lot of times they'd forget where they buried it, or they'd passed away.
I
Yeah.
know the banks around here I don't trust. I go to a federal credit union because it's got federals
Good night,
involved.
Hines. Yeah, I see Bud's coin says silver high 20s and gold is 1900.
Mm.
Have a good night, Heinz. Hey, Grandpa, so in the chat here on my StreamYard, I don't know if it was my end or not, but it's black and it says upload logo.
I think that's your logo.
Oh.
What? Go down and stop cam and see if your logo comes up. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what it means.
It's still there. Huh. I'll take a picture and show you.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that, Buds. I watch people on YouTube. They say that
I'll turn
gold
this.
is an investment, because all gold can really do is go up now.
See in the chat there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
You know. Oh, look at that.
It's supposed to be Marilyn Monroe,
That's cute.
but to me, it looks like Carol Channing. It's a little
What?
finger puppet.
Wasn't she a character?
Oh, yeah. There's a magnet on back, and I stick it to a pole to put some business cards up.
There you go. Oh, thank you, Tampa.
Luna, wake up and go to sleep.
Luna, wake up and go to sleep.
Oh, that's not it.
You know, she does that every time after she eats beef.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she'll snore a lot and then she'll bust out some gas. There you go, Tampa. Thank you. Yeah, I got it going on tonight.
How long is he usually on for?
I'm not sure.
Because he would have started after Tampa, right?
Yes. Yeah, he started at about 8:27.
Okay.
No, I hear you on that, buds. Oh, the banks, my bank gives me 1% on my savings, but that's pretty rare for Maine. Most of the banks in Maine don't pay anything.
Yeah, they don't. That's nice, Laura.
The white garter has over 2,000 hand-strung beads in it.
Oh, that's the one you made, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the blue one is the throwaway garter.
Okay. When are
And
they
now
getting married?
Oh, they already did.
Oh, did they?
Oh, yeah.
How was the wedding?
It was nice.
Well, I'm not too much for the weddings, but I'm crazy about the receptions.
Yep. That's what I liked, was the reception.
Oh, Luna gonna go crazy here in a bit. There's a moth flying around. Oh, she sees it. Get it,
Gonna
Luna.
chase it.
Get it. She'll sit there patiently and follow it around the room. When it gets close enough, she'll have it.
She'll stick her tongue out and eat it.
So she had one last night, and she don't like the taste of them.
No.
But she go right after it again. That's a nice picture.
That's my cousin. My cousin is the short one. That's her son-in-law next to her. He is 6'9".
Wow.
It's their little girl, and his wife is 6'2". Her sister is 6'1", and her dad is 6'4".
Amen, buds.
Yeah, I hear you. That's the best thing to do, buds, coins. Grow your own food.
Yep. It's not sprayed with stuff and.
Oh, what they do commercially is unreal.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember, what was it last year when they had a big salmonella breakout because the Mexican farmers were spraying urine and feces, which a lot of farmers do, on the plant, but they were spraying it right on the plants and not on the ground.
Oh. I know we had that. I don't know if you guys have it there. It's the bad boy lettuce. They recalled a bunch of those. They recalled like all kinds of stuff that was like vegetables because of salmonella and that.
I mean, one thing that a person should do is, you know, you cook your meats to a certain temperature,
Yep, that's what
because
they say.
if you cook it hot enough, it kills any bacteria in it.
Yeah. I love baby carrots though, bud. They're so good.
Oops.
See, I wouldn't have to worry because with my vegetables, I don't like any crunch to them. They got to be like soft,
Soft.
where I could mush them like a potato.
Yeah,
Yep.
me too.
So in other words, I boil the piss right out of them.
Yeah.
Understand.
I won't every vegetable I buy, like I used to when I was younger and I had my first my first daughter. I used to buy the canned mushrooms. No. All fresh stuff now. I won't buy canned stuff.
As a little girl, my grandparents always had a big garden. And I would go for walks with my grandpa.
Hi,
He always
Rosanna.
carried a
Rosanna,
salt shaker in his pocket of his bib coveralls. And we would walk. He would get me a big onion. And I would eat that thing like it was an apple.
well, I didn't grow a garden this year, but my neighbor's got some nice tomatoes, and I'll go out there with a salt shaker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did they recall your guys' red onions as well?
I haven't heard.
Me
Yeah,
neither.
here in Canada, they recalled the red onions because of salmonella poison. I guess they came from somewhere in the U.S.
Hmm.
Yeah, they don't even have them on the shelves or anything unless they were like planted and stuff in Canada.
Oh, there, I'm beating the hell out of Tampa.
Poor Tampa.
He's always getting a beating.
He's laughing
Yeah.
because he's listening to both, aren't you, Tampa?
He's a sweet boy.
He is. He's a nice young man
Yeah,
and a hard worker too. And he doesn't look at his hand as a disability.
No, he
that's
doesn't.
right. My
He
aunt,
said one day,
my mom's. Go ahead, Grandpa.
he said one day, excuse me for interrupting. He said one day, that's not a disability. He says, you look at this, I can knock you out with this.
Yep. My aunt, actually, Tampa, has from here all the way down is gone. She doesn't have anything
Ooh.
here. But from here up, she's got half an arm. So her fingers are right here. Because when she was
Wow.
born, the umbilical cord was wrapped around her arm, so it didn't fully develop. And you know what? She worked in a lawyer's office and she was able to type.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, my aunt's pretty much the same as Tampa, but like Tampa's got the full, my aunt's got the half.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm beating the hell out of Patrick and out of Tampa.
Give those boys a what for, huh? I love that blanket, by the way. That is so
Thank you.
sharp.
I like
And
that I could be.
I just finished this.
People.
This is my shawl that I just finished too.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This is a summer top I made. It was Bago Days. Summer
Yeah.
top.
I looked at that and I'm going, I've seen that. You know,
Yeah, I do a lot. I enjoy it.
oh yes. And I like your
Yeah.
screen in the back too.
Pardon?
I like the screen that's in the
This
back,
here?
the folding
Oh,
screen.
oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I've got all kinds of stuff.
Oh, let's get on that bicep.
Thank you, Tampa.
Don't trust anyone. Oh, you go. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah, I just got to learn how to do cardigans and and sweaters, and I pretty much know how to make everything else.
You did.
YouTube has taught me a lot in the crochet community.
Something wrong with Grandpa. I know he is. He's on. Dude, I'm watching him on the live stream. It's so funny. He's like, he's right here, and I'm watching him. It's freaking hilarious. But these people are
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, Rosanna. And that's the thing, like a lot of people, like when I was in school, people always made fun of mentally challenged and people that had like one arm and one leg or no legs and stuff like that. And it really upset me. And I always stuck up for those people because, you know, like I told Grandpa on my last stream, you can wake up someday like that. You just don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah.
you know?
Sorry about your loss.
Well, you know, I did that for 21 years, and unfortunately, I never got to, except for a couple of times, I never got to work with the nice ones. The ones I all worked with were, Arnold would say, were assholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, I'm going to let you guys go.
Okay, Laura, thank you for coming
So,
up.
Laura, you
take
take
care.
care.
You too.
Okay. Mwah.
Bye.
Hey, smoke them if you got them.
That's right, Rosanna. There's a lot of sad people in this world.
Hey, Jason.
Hello, Jason. Welcome in. You know, the way I look at it is we're all the same people, we're just born differently. Yeah, that's Grandpa's dog. That's a picture of his dog, Luna.
Now, I was just showing them my tattoo.
Oh.
Bruce, you want to see the one on my ass?
No, Jason, it's not. Thank you, Rosanna. His dog's probably laying on the love seat. There's his dog. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jason.
What's that?
So Boston's losing 6-1 against Tampa.
Put that one up. Hey, you know you can move. You can click on your thing and move the cameras over now. Like,
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, Jason.
really change all the people around now.
Take care, buds. Thank you for coming in.
Take care, bud.
Oh, wow, Rosanna.
What? The host is in the top left.
Now, myself, I don't watch any professional sports anymore because, you know, I believe when you go to work, you're there to do your sports,
Grandpa,
not to protest.
can you remove that Jason, please?
Uh,
Are you able to?
I can. Rosanna can. Why is he being naughty?
Oh, yeah.
I can't see it.
It's showing on my phone, but it's not showing
Yeah, Rosanna, if
it's not showing in the chat.
What
if
was
you
the
can, Rosanna, take him out, please.
Thank you, Rosanna.
Thank you, Rosanna.
I'm watching Boston.
Yeah, if you let Rosanna know, she's right on that.
As soon as your device connects, buddy, get you up. Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, buddy. That's awesome.
Well, if you've got a family, why are you coming on here being bad?
Now I gotta go buy
And who was the same?
Yeah, just show some respect, Jason. That's all we ask.
You've got a family, don't be disrespecting someone else's.
Yeah, actually, I got a couple subscribers.
That's all.
Lower outlaw.
You know, people want respect, give respect.
Where y'all were talking about me at, but I picked up like 2 subscribers today, too.
Lunas says, heck yeah. We are chilling. Nicely.
Well, Jason, the thing is, you know, how I always told my kids, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Just because someone doesn't respect you doesn't mean you disrespect somebody else.
That's right, what she said.
Don't be the follower, be the leader, be the bigger person. I've been through a lot, Jason, as a child, and you know what? Yeah.
Have a good night, man. Mr. Bobody, have a good night, man. See you, bud. Uncle's showing some ink.
We've all had rough lives as children, you know, things happen, but we're adults now.
Yeah, if I was rotten to people from what was done to me in my childhood, I wouldn't have a friend in the world.
Yep,
It's no excuse.
that's right.
And please don't bring God into it while you're being an asshole.
Yep.
Well, then that's even more of an excuse not to do rotten things. That's right.
That's right, Rosanna.
across both my arms, here. I got with the 3 new ones. That puts me to 21 or 24. Something like that.
This is like Jason is what I'm trying to say is my channel is I don't want the drama. I don't want, like if you have something you want to get off your chest and talk to us about, we're here to listen, we're here to help you. But more so like if your daughter's watching this and she's beside you or whatever, she needs to learn the good things, in life.
Just leave me live for about 5 more minutes, and then I will shut down the live part. If anybody wants to stay and have a conversation, after that, it's like whatever you want to say, whatever you want to do on screen. But if you're new, I'm definitely dropping you. I don't need that. I would say so. Oh, my phone's just uploading the video, guys. Associated CR28.
Well, there.
That's that new one. Yeah, he's pretty into our
Don't everybody talk at once, Katrina.
Right? It's like pause.
Yeah, please don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
That's right, Rosanna. Like we're here for you, Jason. You want us to talk to you, you get your feelings out, but respect. Hello, Sandry. Welcome in. Thank
Hey,
you for coming in.
It's got stage 3 cams. Like the thing's crazy. I was like, I'm basically paceless.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys.
Straight up. And we got to talking, and he started laying down rules.
Yeah, you know what? You're starting to have good live streams there, Katrina. So you
Yeah.
can expect trolls when you do.
Yeah. Well, I thought for sure I was gonna have some fleas, I call them, or whatever. My first, but I thought tonight I'm gonna be like, yeah, some are gonna come in because now I'm starting my live, so it's expected.
You're 19 thumbs up.
Woohoo! Thank you everybody for the thumbs up, and thank you for coming in.
Yeah, see, you can average quite a few hours for each live stream.
Yeah.
You do 2 or 3 a week, and you'll have your watch hours in no time.
Well, and like I was talking to Lucky. I think you were there too. And we had figured out I'd do the Sunday panel, Monday 7:30, Friday 7:30, and Wednesdays at 8:30. And he suggested to do the panels where people can come up. That way, if anybody
Right.
wants to get up and
Exactly, Rosanna. I think right now, Katrina, and I don't want to discourage you. They will say some nasty, mean things.
oh yeah, I've seen it in yours. I've seen it in Lucky's and in Lori's, like all over YouTube, and it's pretty sad,
Yeah. Well, just seeing how you brought her name, I have never went to either one of them ladies' channels and did anything nasty.
No.
Though I've been accused of it.
Yeah.
I got better things to do.
Yep. I am. I'm trying to finish this blanket. It's almost done. I think I gotta get a couple more balls. It's gotten big. It's a twin blanket. But the picture she had sent me, it was it had the tassels on the end, but because it's for her son, he doesn't. I was like, well, I don't know about having the tassels on the end for a boy, right? So I'm just gonna do a nice border around it. Thank you.
Yeah, Rosanna's been on my live stream where I got swatted 3 different times.
Wow.
You know what that is, right?
Kinda, sorta.
It's where they call the police and tell them that you have a hostage situation at your house, and they show up at your house with their guns drawn.
Wow. I've never seen that.
Yeah, the first time it's not fun. The second time they said, "Oh, are you okay?" And then the
Wow.
third time I invited him for coffee.
How did that go?
You know, well, they didn't stay. They said, "No, we got better things to do." And I said, "Yeah, I know you do, and I'm sorry about that."
Wow.
I told him, you're not going to get a call from my house unless it's for somebody else that needs help, not me.
Yeah, yeah,
You
exactly.
know? After I'm done, I'll drag him out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I've also been doing my daughter wanted to get me into this stuff. I bought a couple and she mailed me this one. It's the diamond painting. And it's really like time consuming, like really little diamonds, and you use this little thing and it's like a glue that you put inside, and then it picks up the diamonds, and it's like a paint by number. And it's really nice. I see a lot of people on YouTube doing it, and just everywhere a lot of people are doing it. So I go back and forth from my crochet into the diamond painting. Yeah, same here, Rosanna. Like I go into Lori's a lot when she's live. Um, Even Triple C and Joe, Bago Day, like Bago Day goes through a lot. Her channel's huge, and she's got like thousands of people in there watching her lives when she goes lives, and it's sad, you know. And it's nice to have a YouTube channel and have, a live where we all can talk to each other, and if to get rid of things that's in our real life, we come on here to get away from that. We're here for the crochet community. People like Lucky and Mud, people like that who just want to get away from everyday life. And we come on here, we have fun, be like family. Like I thought, when I first came on YouTube 2 years, little over 2 years ago, and when I started making my videos, it wasn't up until like a month and a half ago, people were like, "Oh, you should do a live, you should do a live." And Grandpa and Lucky was one of them. And I was kind of eerie about it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. Because I have been to his lives and Lucky's lives and Lori's and Bago Days and Creative Grandma and all that, Triple C, and I watch, and there's a lot of mean people out in this world. But we can block those people, right? Like we don't have to have those people on our channels.
One sad part about that though is I know a couple of people that have over 100 different channels,
Yeah,
and they keep on coming back as someone different,
yeah, yeah,
and then they get blocked. I mean, what it ends up being view time.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing, like the only good thing about those people is they're giving you watch hours.
They are, and I can be honest with you. If you're going on YouTube and you're dealing with an issue, you get a lot more views from people. And I hate to put it that way because I don't want to have to do that, but I'm not going to back down from someone giving me crap over nothing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true, Rosanna. Like having a YouTube channel and doing lives like a lot of us do. You got to be strong. You got to be like, I'm a very sensitive person, and it takes a lot to make me angry.
And
I
Rosanna's always had my back.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead, Grandpa.
No, Rosanna's always had my back. I'm telling you,
Oh,
you get her mad. She's an Italian woman that has a temper.
yeah. And that's the thing. Like you got to be a strong person, you know, to deal with. Like I've dealt with a lot, and I never had a backbone. I never had a filter, and it's like now it's like, you know what? Whatever. It's just
Yeah,
it goes in one ear and out the other. Block, see ya. That's all.
you know, what they do though is they make it a lot more personal when they go after your family and things.
Yeah. I was on a lady's. I don't really go on hers much, but I'm
Hey,
subscribed to
Brandon.
her. Hey, Brandon. I went on one of her lives the one night, and I guess someone had went into her Facebook and went all over YouTube and used her deceased mother's picture for something for whatever and knew where she lived and all this other stuff, said they were going to come and kill her, and it's sad.
Yeah, Rosanna's a real good judge of character. So well, I'd say all the time when she say something ain't right, something ain't right, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it gets too personal sometimes.
It does. Like I don't mind people coming in, and if they got something that needs to get off their chest that's not too, you know, like rude or anything like that, let it out. We're here to listen. We're here to help.
Because one thing that sucks, it's like anybody could go on to anybody's name in the chat, Rosanna's or Brandon's or anybody's, and use that logo to go on someone else's channel, which they've done with mine, and then
Yeah,
say
same.
negative vulgar things. And of course, people think that's coming from me.
Yeah.
What people don't understand, and Rosanna will tell you, if I got a problem with you, I'm going to tell you right to your face. I ain't going to sneak around in the basement or
Yep.
talk nasty in your chat, you know,
Yeah, same here.
because it ain't fun if you got to beat around the bush like that.
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you right up front. You know it's coming from me.
that's right. They do, Rosanna. They do. Like I had to, like I know, Grandpa, you don't talk with her much, but I know you don't really you don't talk bad about her. You haven't. Um, but I had to go into her channel on one of her lives, and she had me blocked because I was typing, and I'm like, why isn't anybody answering me? So I finally left a message on one of her lives, and I was like, I was just wondering why I was blocked. And she responded, I guess someone went under my name in her room, was saying some nasty stuff, and I was like, no, I was at work. Like if I have something to say, I will tell you. Like, and I wouldn't do it in the chat. I wouldn't talk like that in the chat, you know?
Well, I can tell you right now that in a couple people's world, they don't like the fact that you're friends with me.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now. You know, and I don't play that way. I don't care who you watch or anybody else watch. You know, you've always been very nice with me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what you do with your business is your business, you know.
Yep. I don't hear any echoing. Do you, Grandpa?
I did for a second,
Okay.
but not anymore. But yeah, people they feed on the fact that they would like to get you against me and me against you and this person against that person. And, they like to stir the pot.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason,
Welcome back, Jason.
what are you up to, Kane? When do you start school again? They start here in 2 weeks. I tell you, the way they do things, they couldn't have a fair, but they're going to start school up.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like our fair was supposed to start in September. I don't even know if they're doing it. But I don't know how they're doing it in the States for the school, but I think here they're doing like half a week in school and half at home, or they're doing homeschooling and some are going to school. Like, yeah. I just don't understand it.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
you guys can open all of these restaurants back up and everything else, but you can't have a fair going for these young kids to have fun. You know?
trust me, that'll change, Kane, because California is going to get federal money to have their students be taught online.
Yeah. My sister-in-law, she got an email from the high school the other week, and she's 17, 16, and she has to register her teenager for school. I'm like, when did they start doing that? That's when they were younger, you had to register them, not when they were in high school. Like, this world has, like, ever since this COVID stuff's gone on, this world has totally changed.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh, now there was an echo. Let me make sure that my YouTube side is. Yep, my YouTube side's muted.
yeah, I don't have YouTube open. It's just my StreamYard.
No, one thing that I always enjoy going to the fair and looking at the livestock.
Yeah,
I could care less about the rides. I like watching the demolition derby.
yeah,
Yeah, it is, Rosanna. They couldn't have kids out there celebrating something that should be something that they remember for the rest of their life. But what
yeah,
all the kids should have done is they should have painted signs that said Antifa or BLM. Then they would have been fine to go to graduation.
yeah.
They have some good demo derbies here. They have them 2 different times. Oh yeah, the food, Rosanna. Oh my goodness, man. The sausage that you get at the fair,
Oh, they're good.
or the doughboys.
Yeah. Yeah, they would do the derby the last day before they left, and it was pretty busy. A lot of people like it. I never went to it.
And not this last year, but the year before, I had my granddaughter believing I could talk to animals because we're sitting and eating an ice cream right next to where the sheep are at. And I said, I can talk to animals. And she says, no, you can't. I said, watch. And I said, hello. And it sounded like the sheep said, Dave.
That's cute.
She says, I don't believe it, Grandpa. You can talk to animals.
Yeah.
I wish they would get rid of this, because we have a fair and Rosanna knows about it. It's one of the best fairs I've ever seen in the United States. It's down in Freiburg. You know, it's one of those, you use the bathroom and there's a guy in there, which I usually give him a good tip and everybody does. He goes over there and wipes the urinal down after you go to the bathroom, you know.
Wow.
And all the rides, I mean, they're inspected and all the lights work and they're clean and man, the food there. And you know, you could spend 2 days there.
Nice.
I mean, they even have helicopter rides.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be neat to have.
And they have, I mean, hundreds of pieces of farm equipment, not these ones where they have them roped off and you have to just stand back and look at them. You can climb on these and
Yeah, see here, like they do have a at our complex. It's called the Rotary Complex, and they have them inside, and they have them in all these gates. Some animals you're allowed to touch, but other than that, you can't. You just stand there and look at them. It's like, well, you have little kids in there. They're gonna want to pet the animals, you know?
well, see my grandkids here, they're lucky because their mother-in-law has horses.
Aw,
So
horses are beautiful.
yeah, they know a lot about being around horses to the point where they scare my son and his wife sometimes because my granddaughter will go right under the biggest horse and they'll say, "Oh no, get out from under." And she says, "He knows I'm there."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's one thing about a horse. If you don't come on their blind spot and they know you're there, they're fine with you, especially if they know
yep,
who you are.
yeah, exactly.
Well, we're at the fair and they right out on the big sidewalk, they had the Clydesdale team all hooked up, right? And
Yeah.
everybody's walking by. So of course, you know, you expect people to walk by and pet them and stuff. Well, my granddaughter went right up underneath this Clydesdale,
Oh,
scratching it on its chest. And this guy starts freaking out and yelling at her. Well, you know, I started yelling at him because I said, you know, you don't want people touching these animals, then don't have them out here where they can.
that's right. Yep. Because little kids want to pet them. They want to touch them. They're like they're animals, right?
Oh, she looked at him and said, you know, this horse wouldn't hurt me. He knows I'm here.
Yeah.
I mean, she knows.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she goes with a horse now on the it's a it's not a big horse. It's not the smallest one, but it's kind of one in between. And she goes
Oh,
out there and saddles that up by herself now and rides it by herself. And she's going to be
the
9.
little ponies.
Huh?
The little ponies.
Yeah, it's a full grown horse, but it's not a big horse. It's not a
Okay.
Shetland. It's the one bigger than a Shetland.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been doing that since they were like, 3 and 4 years old.
Wow. I know when my dad was he had a farm and I always loved going there and riding the horses.
But she'll tell you she loves the horses. She just don't like cleaning their poop.
Yeah, yeah,
And I said, well, that's part of having a horse.
that's right.
You got to take the bad with the good.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, yeah, they still do that. They even have that, Rosanna, when the fair's not around. But they haven't had anything this year. I mean, we were supposed to have concerts this year that everybody canceled. I
Yeah,
mean, Kiss's farewell tour and in Bangor they have at the waterfront there. They have all summer long they've had concerts. Not this year.
and I can, like the kids have been out of school for how long now? They got to be so bored, and there's nothing for them to do because they got to be careful and distance and
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, there are people in this world, especially in this government, that would be very happy with everybody staying at home and doing homeschool
Yeah,
and no paper money or change. Everybody have debit cards and everybody get a vaccine with a tracking device in it, you know.
yep. That's like our my husband and I got a notification on our cell phones the other day. They wanted us to download the COVID app. It's like, no, you're not going to know where I'm going every day and what I'm doing and where
Yeah.
I'm at.
Yeah, it's like these places where you go, they want you to show your driver's license.
Yep,
If I got to show my ID to come into your place of business, then I'm not coming into your place of business
yep. That's
because
right.
you don't need to know I was there and then call the state after I leave and tell them that I was there and they need to check on me. No.
Yeah. That's right, Rosanna. Like, the kids are so used to going to school, going on field trips, and like they're missing out on so much. They can't even have friends over, and like it's sad.
They need that.
They do. Like I just can't wait till it's over. I'm hoping because they, predict the next, and it hasn't really stopped with it. There's still cases and stuff, but they're saying the fall there's going to be another outbreak, but of course cuz that's the flu season, right?
Yeah, well, they also said that we should have had 2 million deaths,
Yeah.
and that hasn't happened.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and it's always been this way, but more so the last 4 years. There's been so much crookedness going on in this government. It makes me sick.
Yep. I agree. They just want to have control of everybody and know what everybody's doing.
I mean, even when it's something good, and Katrina, I don't have anything against Canadians. I never have. There's good people all over the world, but
Yeah.
the Trump just passed a thing that makes it so the lobstermen here in Maine can compete with the Canadian lobstermen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See, because the way it was is when Maine lobstermen sold lobsters overseas, there was a tariff put on it.
Yeah.
And, we went through that a lot of years with the wood products. The
Yeah.
Canadian lumber could be sold a lot cheaper than the American lumber because of tariffs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
And you would think that people would think, no matter who they are, would think that was a good thing because it helps out the lobster farmers here in Maine. That's hard work.
Oh, yes, it is. Definitely is.
They have enough going on because there's a film on YouTube called Lobster Wars. You should watch it. It's about uh, lobstermen from Canada and lobstermen from the U.S. and they've always disputed about the waters between here and Nova Scotia.
Okay.
And Canadian, I don't know what you call the police there that are on the water, but they arrest Maine lobstermen and take their boats and all their gear and stuff. And here in the U.S., the Coast Guard has sunk Canadian lobster boats before.
Oh, I could imagine. I could imagine.
And that's so stupid because Canada and Mexico are our nearest neighbors.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to find a way to get around those things where people don't have to fight.
Yeah. There's too much fighting in this world. Like it's
And of course, the best place to catch the lobster is right on the line where everybody disputes who it belongs to.
yeah.
Because
That's true, Rosanna.
Oh, I know, huh? Well, there's a lot of people in this world that think that women should go around with masks on. You know,
Yeah.
no, thank you. A lot of those places in the world that want the women to have masks on, a lot of them should wear a mask, but
Yeah. Cover it up.
yeah, exactly. We don't need to see that face.
No.
You still got 8 people in the chat and 22 thumbs up.
Nice. Thank you, everybody.
That's a good thing. Yeah, see, I got a lot of times what will happen is you'll either get your watch time hours real soon or you'll get your 1,000 friends, and then you got to play
Yeah.
catch up with the others.
Right?
I got my 1,000 people, and then I was only at like 2,000 watch hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the kids need to have that school activity. That's it's part of growing up.
They do. Like, it's
And
bad enough, like, you walk around town here, like, in the city, and everybody's glued to their devices, like, all the time. That's all they do. Because
well,
there's nothing for them to do.
that's one thing I can say about my kids is they make their kids get outside. They don't let them stay glued.
Yep.
And that's it's a fight. I mean,
Yeah.
they'd much rather be on their iPad or on YouTube.
Yep. Like, my oldest, she's 20, and I mean, like, she goes on her phone and stuff, but she works for a living. She's going to college, and, like, she's not always glued to her device.
Well, I mean, they're nice. They're nice to have, but
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to imagine how we ever lived without them the way we live with them now.
Yep.
I mean, now people you go camping and people are sitting in their tents on an iPad or on their cell phone.
Yep. You look around and everybody around the campfire is on their phone. Like, nobody calls each other anymore. They text or, they go on Facebook and talk.
People do that in the same house, Katrina.
Yep.
Someone will be outside and the other person doesn't want to go to the door, so they'll just message him outside.
Yep. Hey, I'm here. It's like, just go see them, talk to them, like, interact.
And they do. They learn to interact with people, and that's really, really sad. That's why you come up with these kids that expect the world to hand it to them without putting any part in themselves.
That's right. And
That's
they're
how you get people.
learning things at a young age that they shouldn't be.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm getting rid of my Netflix because of that film that they're promoting.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. I won't support anybody that thinks it's okay for 11-year-old girls to wear skin tight short shorts and and grind their butts.
Yeah, their butt cheeks hanging out, and yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, come on, they're not old enough to be able to watch that film at the rating it is, but they're old enough to make it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's typical Hollywood hypocrites,
Yeah.
And
I'll
go
be
figure.
back in a second.
And most of a lot of the stars are moving to Greece. Well, that ain't right, Kane. I'd at least come right to your room and yell at you, you know? I just love that picture of Luna. Yeah, she's over on the love seat, snoring and farting. She can't make up her mind on which one she wants to do more. It is, Kane. They're going to start doing their movies there because that way there they won't have to ship the stars anywhere, you know? Tom Hanks being one of them. That turned my stomach. Yeah, she had a good time at dinner tonight, too. My son's dogs, they're not that fond of her because, you know, when they go to her mother's house, that, you know, they have 3 golden retrievers and they all know their pecking order, and Luna don't buy into that. She's the queen of the hill, you know. And they put up with it. They don't like it, but they put up with it. Yep, he is, Kane. Because they cannot be prosecuted there for that. That's considered an okay thing. And like I said, I'm not going to support anybody here in this country. Oh yeah, Rosanna, they do. One of his boy dog had a birthday today, so you know he was getting extra meatloaf. His name is Spellcore, and he is so handsome. I'm waiting for them to have puppies. You know, golden retrievers are like boxers. Once you have one, you kind of like want to get a couple more, you know. And then unfortunately, they got a lot of the same habits as boxers, because Peanut, the female dog, she ran out in the road one day and got hit by a police car. And they're very compulsive. But yeah, Belcour's my buddy. He was sticking around me most of the night tonight when I was there. Of course, when he'd come over to visit with me, Luna would come over and push her way in between us. She's kind of jealous about those things. We'll sit here for hours at home, and she'll lay on the love seat and not want anything to do with me at all. But I go somewhere else, and she's got to have all my attention. I know, Rosanna. She turned 14. And just as spunky as ever, isn't she? My kids, Kane, don't smart talk me or back talk, not even to this day, because I tell them out, you know, you keep that up, I'm gonna slap you one. Katrina, you're still muted. There you
Oh,
go.
there we go. That might help.
Yeah, I told you before, Rosanna, Luna is scared to death of the little dogs. For the big ones, she wants to scrap and do whatever, but the little ones, she starts shaking and quivering.
That's crazy. You'd think she'd be terrified of the bigger dogs.
Nope. Exactly,
But she's
Rosanna.
scared of the little dogs.
I tell you, even my 34-year-old, I tell him, you know what? Right now is the time when you need to shut your mouth.
My husband just walked into the door.
Oh no!
He thought it was funny.
He didn't smoke his dinner, did he?
I don't know. Oh dear.
I'll tell you, I've eaten so many corn dogs the last couple of days.
Well, see, I haven't had, well, the last time I tried a corn dog, I think I was in my teens. I haven't tried one recently, and I didn't like them. I don't know if it's the outside or the hot dog on the inside.
Yeah, I get the state fair ones,
Okay.
and they're all individually wrapped, and you know, a lot of them, things like that. Oh, look at Luna, you're big.
Look at Luna. Pretty
You know,
Luna.
you heat them up in the microwave, and it makes the texture really nasty.
Yeah. I
But
think that's what I had did when I had made them. I put them in the microwave and they tasted, ugh.
yeah, yeah, it gives it a nasty texture.
Yeah. Deep frying them would taste good.
Yeah, I've been checking to see what I can get other than Netflix. I damn sure don't want to get the YouTube TV. That's $84.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He didn't have a corn dog until he was 63. Wow.
I never used to like asparagus. And then my mom had made it one day when we had dinner and she put cheese whiz on it. Oh, did it ever taste good. But even with butter and salt, it is so good.
Yeah, I do. I love eating corn dogs. I've been loving them.
Yeah, I like Oktoberfest sausage with sauerkraut.
Yeah, they don't do the Oktoberfest here. They did when I
No?
lived in. They did when I lived in Wisconsin.
Okay.
They had probably 20 different things a year in Wisconsin where you would go and party and drink beer, you know.
Yeah.
And they didn't mess around there. They brought trailers that had coolers in them, and they had 4 taps on either side of the trailers.
Wow. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some things that the states have that we don't have, and then there's vice versa, right? Things we have that you guys don't have.
right. Well, there's the reason why Wisconsin used to be the beer capital of the world. Now, now most of the beer is made somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, Budweiser's not even owned by Americans anymore.
They used to be.
Yeah, now it's owned by the UAE.
Yeah. That's my favorite beer.
I like a cold Budweiser, but now if I can, you know, because it's like $10 a 6 pack, I don't buy it often. But uh, Sam Adams,
Okay.
that is a good
I
beer.
think I've heard of them.
Yeah, it's made right in Boston.
Okay. How do you guys do they sell the 2-4s there?
The what?
The 2-4, like the bottles of beer for like a case of 2-4 of beer?
Oh, not so much. I haven't seen. We call those bar bottles,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know if the last I heard, Pabst Blue Ribbon was still making those, but I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
Yeah, we do the case of 2-4 and it comes to like 40 something and change for 24 bottles of beer. Hey
Hey,
Wanda, welcome
Wanda.
in.
What's up, Wanda?
And then we've got the 28 20 or no, yeah, 28 pack and that's a little over, I think with taxes it's like 60 something.
Yeah, here anything like that is taxed to death.
Oh,
Like I said,
yeah, they
it'll
charge you like GST, HST, PST, whatever.
yeah, alcohol and tobacco here is, $90 for a carton of cigarettes,
Is that for no name or brand name?
brand name.
Yeah, that's roughly about the same here.
Yeah, and that's ridiculous.
It is. I go to the res and I get, well, my husband and I, we get these. They're Canadian ultralights.
Right?
And I think there's 8 packs in a carton or something like that. And there's 20 cigarettes in a pack. And we pay $27 a carton.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
And how it's done which is crazy, but they get it done cheaper. They grow the tobacco here, Marlboro, and they put it on a ship and ship it overseas to be packaged.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
And then, of course, they put their individual state stamps on them when they come back.
Yeah. You going live tonight, Wanda? I know you were, I think, last night.
Haven't seen you in a while, Wanda. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I do. I got to go roll me a cigarette. I will be right back.
Alrighty. Yeah, I hear you, Wanda. I've been trying to get rid of this headache. It's like right in my temples, and I think it's my eyes, like when I don't have my glasses on. And it's just, oh, it won't go away. Yeah, I kind of caught that in your live last night. And that has to do with your apartment, correct? I did have them on. It's just, I don't know, like it just, yeah, it just won't go away. I think the light too, the light bugs me. Because and it's weird, like I don't have a doctor, but I gotta make an appointment. It's kind of concerning because it's always on my right side and it's always pressure on my head. Like I don't get it all the time, but it's once in a while and it's always like in here. I do have to get new glasses though. What? Oh my dear Lord. Like the owner of the building removed it or the stalker? Because you need that. Like, there's no way you could defend yourself if something happens. Like, they can't remove that. That's your lifeline, literally. Like, the management company removed it. Oh my God. They can't do that. Like, if anything was to happen, you'd be screwed. That's a big lawsuit right there. Major lawsuit. Wow. As if they removed that.
Well, I'm sorry you're getting a hard time, Wanda.
Yeah, the management of her apartment removed her alarm. Yeah, no kidding, Wanda. Holy. Like, that's not right. I can see you winning it for sure. 'Cause that's, wow. That's like removing somebody's life support without, consent or anything.
Well, unfortunately, they pick and choose on the things that they do.
They do.
That's like you build a new building here and you have a public restroom. The urinals can only be so many inches off from the floor so the short people can use them.
Wow.
You know, they don't care if tall people go in there and splash all over their pants and their shoes, you know?
Yeah. That's just, wow.
Well, I hope you win that, Wanda.
Yeah, so do I. I wish you the best of luck on that.
Did you say you have a cyber stalker?
That's true, Rosanna. Yeah, she's got a cyber stalker.
That sucks. I've had my share of them. And of course, my address for the places I've lived in the last 35 years are right on Google.
Wow.
And people post my address right up on some of my live streams. Wow. Yeah, I've gotten that 3 times, Wanda. You know, and I tell them, you got my address there. Come and visit with me. I'll welcome you at the door.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, what do people get out of doing things like this? Like, I don't get some people.
It's a control thing. They want to control you, and they think it's funny if they can scare you.
Well, and of course they go after somebody who's, like disabled and can't do much, right? Like, because that's a cool thing to do.
Yeah, well, and it would be hard for her to get up and get away from somebody.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You need one of those things above your headboard. I've seen them on YouTube, and it's like a little shelf, and you push a button, and out pops a sawed-off shotgun. I'm sure they did, Wanda. I'm sure they did, and that's their purpose,
Yeah. I'd be going to the dollar store. I don't know if they have them there, Wanda, but they have them here. They have alarms, and they're really loud. And you put it on the door. One goes on the door, and the other one goes on like the door frame. And when you go to bed, you turn that button on, and if somebody opens that door or that door moves away from that, the sensor will go off, and it's loud, very
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, a few of the homes that I worked at over the years, we had to put those on some of the clients' windows because they would try to sneak out.
Yep.
I would, if you're able to do that where you're at, Wanda, that's exactly what I would do, because I tell you what, you feel a lot better when you know you can protect. People target me because they think I'm old and I ain't going to be able to do nothing. Well,
Yep.
you don't forget how to shoot, no matter how old you get.
That's right.
And if you're trying to hurt me or my family, I don't have a problem with defending myself.
Yeah.
I will, afterwards I'll smoke a cigarette and cuddle up with Luna in bed, and I'll have a good night's rest.
Yep. And always keep your phone by you, Wanda, definitely. And that way, if anything, you dial that 911 and they'll be on the phone.
Yeah, and I believe in that to a certain point, Katrina. I think that they're there to write tickets and pick up the pieces, because the bottom line is even in a good scenario, you're talking 5 minutes before they can get there.
Yep. I've had to call once and it took them almost a half an hour to get there. And it was like, are
Yeah.
you serious?
Yeah, and do a lot in a half hour.
Yep.
So you got to be able to protect. I don't know what the laws are there, Katrina, but I'd be packing.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere without Dirty Gertie.
Well, here they're pretty strict. We're not allowed to have guns unless you have your gun license. It pretty much, our protection here in our home is like a baseball bat or something. Like we can't have guns, and I think they've taken them all away.
And they've done that in quite a few countries. And you look at them countries, and a lot of innocent people get hurt. I
Yeah.
mean, they did that in England, the last couple of years, and people went to knives and baseball bats. So now they outlawed certain size of knives.
Yep.
When
And I'm sorry, but if someone's coming after me with a gun or a knife, they're gonna get it. Like,
the thing of it is that criminals do not care about the laws. What
no,
part of that don't people understand?
yeah, they live in jail. Like that's their home. They get a rouse out of it.
They do. I mean, what's really unfortunate is what's happening here now is there's certain states that have different points of view on firearms, and when someone does protect themselves, they want to prosecute them instead of the criminal.
Yep. There's a lot of people like that here. We call them rats because they are criminals. They do go to jail, but certain things, they get away with it, and we call them rats.
Yeah. Well, we have our own rats here where people tell on other people so they don't get that big of a sentence.
Yep. That's true, Rosanna. That's who they go after.
Yeah, they think we're easier target, but me, I'll give them the old Gomer Pyle. Surprise, surprise.
Yep. Something they wouldn't expect.
I had Mr. Briggs tell me one night on my live stream, well, if I come into a store and wanted to rob it, Grandpa, you'd be the first one I target because you're so old. And I said, well, then, Mr. Briggs, I'd put a 9mm bullet right in the back of your head.
Yeah. He's something else, that one.
You want to tell me he'd target me and I can't do nothing because your reflexes aren't that great. It only takes a half a second.
That's right.
And in in a few weeks here, I'm going to have the same thing on Dirty Gertie as Rosanna has on her little friend, the little red laser.
Yeah.
I believe in the Second Amendment very much. I mean, all you got to do is look at the states that have the strictest gun laws. New York, Chicago, California. The criminals are just doing whatever they want to do.
Oh yeah, and they get away with it.
And
And
you know what
that's
the
why
police
stuff
answer
is
for that
happening.
is? The police answer is stay at home.
Because that's gonna happen.
I mean, that's what they told me before they did the concealed carry law here, where if you don't want to get robbed or beaten up, just stay home.
They'll still rob you even when you are home.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope when that happens, Katrina, I hope I have my camera so I can film it.
right? Something for them to remember.
Well, they ain't going to be able to remember it. It'll be from my memory.
True. That's true.
It's going to be like, yes, Your Honor. I took care of business with the first round. The other 16 were for my pleasure.
And I got proof.
You know, it's no that this whole thing, and like saying, what did Pelosi say? Well, just tell them to go away, and they'll stop what they're doing. Okay.
Yeah. Someone's coming after you with a gun and they want to shoot you, and you tell them to go away. That's really gonna work.
They come into your house, they break down the door or break a window to come in, and they're armed with a gun or a baseball bat or machetes. You know, they're not coming in there to do a dance with you. You know,
No, no,
they're coming in there to hurt you.
that's right.
Myself, I'm not going to be a victim.
No. You got to save your own life and protect yourself.
That's right. You should have the right to protect your family.
That's right.
But you know, it all comes in it. In every country, the people that make up those laws, they don't have to live by them. Okay.
No.
Because they have enough money, just like the Canadian Prime Minister, just like Pelosi and all these other people. They got millions of dollars and they got a 20 or 30 man and woman security team.
Yeah. They got people that protect them. They don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and they all have guns.
Yep. Probably in every corner of their house.
Yep. Well, you see, they don't have to be armed themselves, though some are. Our former governor, and hopefully our future governor, LePage, he is backing all the time.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, he's a conservative man, so he gets a lot of death threats.
Yep.
And you know, 9 out of 10 times it's all talk, but you know, you get that one crazy person. I mean, there are some crazy people out there.
Oh, there is.
I know they opened up the mental institutions and said, well, you know, we
Hey,
don't know where
Breezy.
you're going, but you can't stay here.
Yep. How are you tonight, Breezy Bike Shop?
Hey, Breezy, how you doing? Glad you could make it.
Yes, thank you for coming in.
Well, you're just rocking it tonight, Katrina.
How many thumbs?
You have 25 thumbs up.
Awesome.
And unfortunately, 1 thumbs down, probably from that person that, you know, wanted to give you a heart. Now, I don't understand. They were talking to you on your cell phone?
Yeah, like, because I got my live up on my phone on the YouTube side, right?
Right.
So what that Jason person was saying was on my YouTube, but not on StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was he being nasty?
Yeah, he was like he called me he called me like he was saying let me see your ass and something about dying.
Yeah. See, and then say that he's a family man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, we do, Wanda. We need them back. They should have never closed them. It's another one of those things, we can never do anything part way. We have to be, we have to do a all out. And I can tell you because I worked it, there is a difference between people that have a mental illness that they control with medication or however, than somebody that doesn't want to control it and is a rapist or a child molester or a murderer. There's a difference. I mean, some people shouldn't be living in society. Why? I don't want a rapist or a child molester living next door to me.
No.
And why should I? One reason, unfortunately, is you got professors in England preaching to people here that pedophilia is just another sexual orientation, and we need to accept that. No,
Yes.
we don't.
So further up, which is weird, he didn't have a picture before, but then the second time when he came in here, he had a picture up, but he was like, nice ass. And then he's like, come home and that bitch was dead. But there was no picture there. And then when he came in the second time, there was a picture.
Yeah, see, I don't know. That could have been two different people, but
But the same name, yeah.
well, no, that could be a troll using that person's picture.
Oh, true.
Yeah, they can be better than they were. I mean, they did abuse people, but just open the doors and say, well, here in Maine now, unfortunately, if you have ADD or any mental illness, you are not responsible for your actions, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a catch-22 because they'll arrest them and they'll charge them, and 6 months later they're out of jail in a group home because why are you there? You're sick.
Yeah.
You might be sick, but why are you then put in the community where you're living next to children that you just molested 6 months earlier?
Yeah. They need to bring back the death penalty.
Well, it depends on the state you live in. Wisconsin, you are guilty by reason of insanity, okay?
Yeah.
Which means you go to an institution until you're deemed cured or whatever or better, and then you go to trial.
Wow.
You don't get off like you do here in Maine.
See, here they in my city actually they have they don't use it anymore, but they had the death penalty. And outside the jailhouse there's this brick, and it's literally got a post on the top with a rope hanging there, and they used to hang pedophiles and like sex registered offenders and all that, and that's how they dealt with those people. But now they don't. They just go to jail and then they serve their time and they're out again.
Yeah.
In my eyes, why do they need to live? Like, they should just be torn up in pieces and thrown out.
Well, no matter how you are twisted in your head, whether you're sick or not, that doesn't make it any easier for the person that you abused or did something to.
That's right. Because there is help out there for people like that.
Yeah, well, see, one of the catch-22 things here in Maine is that, well, that person is fine as long as they're on their medication. The doctor will argue that.
Oh
But
yeah.
one of the first things that they tell you a uh, mentally ill person is that that's one of their rights, that they can refuse to take their medication.
Yeah. And you know, medication nowadays, like here, we have good health care, but you still got those people that can't afford it and they don't have benefits and they go off their meds and they're off the deep end, you know? That's true, Rosanna.
That's right. Why should, there has never been, since the beginning of documented time, where two different societies that have different rules have been able to coexist. It's never worked. I
Yeah,
don't care if you're mentally ill or not. You should not be let to do what you want to do because you're mentally ill, because that's not how society works.
yeah,
And it never will. Having an illness does not give you the right to treat other human beings poorly.
that's
You know
right,
what? To put it another way, that's between that person and God. That ain't my problem.
Yeah,
I didn't do it to you, and you ain't going to be evil to me.
that's right.
And this whole thing, I don't understand. You wouldn't believe how crime dropped here in Maine when they told you certain things, that you can defend yourself and you don't need a reason to use your firearm. One is rape or child molestation, and the other is arson.
Yeah. Well, and that's the problem too, Rosanna, you know, like they go to jail for what they serve their time for what they did and they get out, they do it again, then they're back in. Like it's just in and out, in and out, in and out.
Exactly. And they say that they don't
Night,
understand.
night,
Hang
Wanda.
in there,
Have a good night. Thank you for coming in.
hang in there, Wanda, and get something to protect yourself.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, they say they don't understand consequences. That's why they can't punish them. But I'll tell you what, you tell them they can do whatever they want, not have consequences, and they do whatever they want.
That's right.
You go to work and somebody decides they want to beat the hell out of you. That's what they try to do,
Yep.
and they don't have no consequences for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And the
guess what?
person that got beat up loses in court and goes to jail because they believe the person that actually beat them up, and then he's walking around scot-free.
Yep. As human beings, unfortunately, if we are, no matter how we're wired upstairs, if we're allowed to do something and get away with it, guess what? We're going to do it again.
Yep. That's right.
That's like a married couple. Let's just say any married couple. The husband or the wife goes out and cheats on the other, and they come home and they tell him, and the other one says, well, I know I haven't been there for you lately, and I forgive you. Guess what they're going to do next week?
They're going to do it again.
Exactly, because that's how we're wired. We do what we can get away with.
Yep.
That's why we have laws.
That's right.
Without laws, you end up, unfortunately, like what's going on in Seattle and stuff. All those innocent people that live there that are law-abiding citizens got to put up with that bullshit
Yeah.
because some other people want to go out there and rob and loot.
Well, and look what happened when they had the riot there and the protesting. Like they burnt all these businesses down, people's vehicles and houses, and robbed them. Like,
Oh, they're doing that in Minnesota. Probably
That's
tonight
true.
as we speak. You know what really makes me mad is the fact that, if they took every video of a police shooting and put it on the TV every night, and they saw that it was white people getting shot and killed 5 times more than black people, maybe people would understand what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, Rosanna lives north of Seattle. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, they've been going at it now for over 3 months. You know,
You
you
be
have
careful, Rosanna.
you have a governor that says, it's people's right to peacefully protest.
Yep.
Well, what was it the mayor of Seattle said? It's like the summer of love.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in the 60s. I remember summers of love, and they were never like that.
Nope. I know my parents like said back in the day it was safe. It was safe to walk out your door at night in the streets. You'd be safe. Nowadays, you can't even trust your own family sometimes.
No, and unfortunately, I lived at right close to home because of heroin.
Yeah. And I still to this day as an adult, I won't walk out of my home by myself at nighttime.
And that's sad.
Yeah. It's scary. Like, there's a lot of families killing their own family members and friends that you thought were friends, and just it's getting bad. Like, you know,
Well, they like to target easy targets.
yeah,
And a lot of times the family member or a friend of the family has easier access to one's home.
yeah. Well, and look at Tori Spelling. Like, what happened to her?
What happened to her?
I think it was her parents' friends, or was it the parents or something that had killed her, and the parents knew about it, and then they played stupid in court. They murdered her. She was a beautiful young girl, modeled for, I don't know what she modeled for, but she was such a pretty young girl, blonde hair, and just murdered her for no apparent reason.
Well, you know that the whole entertainment, modeling, movies, and that whole thing, and that's all coming out now. You got all these stars moving to Greece because Greece doesn't prosecute you for pedophilia.
I remember
And
those, Jane.
and unfortunately, a lot of people, there's on an average of over 10,000 people a month now moving out of California because they're tired of the crap.
Yeah,
Of course, what do? They move to places that where they hire the same kind of people that do the same kind of things that they want to get away from.
yeah. Well, hopefully she's safe, Rosanna.
I
Scary.
liked walkie-talkies, Kane. Oh, that's cool. If I went exploring with somebody, I'd have a walkie-talkie, and the other person would have one. I wish Luna could talk. I'd give her one.
Yeah.
I could hang one
Brother and
around
I
her
used
neck.
to have one when we were younger.
I could hang one around her neck, but she'd probably freak out if she heard my voice and I wasn't there.
Yeah, she'd be looking around.
Yeah, someone sent me a funny meme of a dog that looks like Luna, and I gotta show it because it is so funny. And it's something like a boxer would do because of their personality. And Bruce is sending me some crazy pictures tonight.
Oh, trying to figure out how to get yours bigger.
Oh my. You know, sometimes you see these memes and you gotta laugh.
I think you've had enough Wheaties. How about a sloppy Joe? That's funny.
You know who Caitlyn Jenner is, right?
No.
Caitlyn Jenner used to be Bruce Jenner, who was like a 7-time Olympic gold winner back in the 70s.
Oh.
And he was married to one of the Kardashians.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, look what they did to him.
Mm. Yeah.
Poor guy. Yeah, I gotta show you this boxer picture. I mean, it's not dirty or nothing. It's cute. I can't show you the ones Bruce sent me. I don't know if you can read that.
I offer my owner my favorite toy as a sign of affection, and he throws it. What an asshole. That's cute.
It's amazing how much boxers look so much alike.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, there's a little bit of color variation, but not much.
No.
And my friend in Mississippi keeps on sending me pictures of alligators.
Yeah, those things can be dangerous.
Yeah, down south you find them in your swimming pool and stuff,
Yeah.
or in your hot tub. All I know is that they taste good.
Yeah, I think my husband said he's had alligator before. I can't remember.
Yeah, I tried it when I was there in 2005.
Yeah.
You know, the worst places to eat when you're down south is a fast food restaurant.
Oh.
McDonald's or Wendy's. We went into a McDonald's and that place was filthy.
Mm-hmm.
And you could go get Cajun food for a lot cheaper.
Do you guys have an Arby's there?
We do in Waterville, 15 miles over from where I'm at.
I like their beef and cheddar. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, they're doing a special right now, just like Burger King. Your 2 sandwiches for $6.
Nice.
And we don't even have a Wendy's here anymore. They got rid of the Wendy's.
Yeah, we got a Wendy's here, McDonald's, Burger King. We don't have an Arby's. Domino's Pizza. We got a lot of Tim Hortons. They're everywhere.
Yeah, well, we had the Wendy's, and then a Tim Hortons moved in there for about 8, 9 months, and then they moved out too.
Yeah. We had a Starbucks here. It didn't last long. I never tried it.
I never liked their coffee. It's too strong.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people said, that it was really strong, and I don't know how, because it's States, right? Starbucks is from the States.
Yeah.
But here you had to make it yourself. You like they would pour it in the cup for you, but you had to put the milk or cream and sugar and stuff in it yourself.
Wow. Yeah, and a large costs you $5.
Oh wow.
And I think Dunkin' Donuts makes a good coffee.
Oh, I love their donuts.
Yeah, well, they're not like they used to be.
No.
I mean, if you want a good donut, you go to Krispy Kreme,
Yes.
and they have, of course, they have one Krispy Kreme here in Maine, and it's over an hour and a half away.
Yeah. I know here for 2 extra large coffees at Timmy's, it's like I think like $5 for 2 extra large. And that's this size.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend that used to manage a Dunkin' Donuts, and she told me that after paying the employees and the all the materials, the cups, the coffee, and everything, and the cream and sugar, they a great one cost them 25 cents,
Jeez.
and they were selling them then for two and a quarter.
Wow.
So they were making a $2 profit off in every coffee. I mean, that's when Dunkin' Donuts first started here, like everywhere else, they got the dough and stuff, and they made the donuts fresh right there on site.
Yeah, that's how they did it here at Tim Hortons, and now everything comes frozen and you just put it in the oven and yeah.
Well, they have a big bakery that bakes them. I think it's in Portland, Maine, and
Mm.
then they put them in trucks and ship them out. But
Yeah.
I remember going by, and they had those enclosed aluminum things there where they put the raw donuts in there for them to rise.
Yep.
Not no more. Now they're all shipped in, and like you said, frozen.
Yeah, everything comes frozen.
I mean, that time to make the donuts guy, he's probably rolling over in his grave.
Oh yeah. Because when he started that franchise, like everything was handmade and fresh. Now
Yep.
it's gone down. And
And
Tim
they all,
Hortons used to be #1, and now I think it's 6 or something, or a lot, or 20s or something like that. McDonald's here is #1.
yeah, they have a Starbucks. I've actually been to the Starbucks at the mall there in Augusta. And that's the only time I got a Starbucks, and I thought, man, this coffee. I mean, I loaded it right with cream and sugar, and it was still so strong that give me this feeling like I wanted to bounce off the walls.
Yeah. We had a Target here too, Rosanna. It didn't last long here. And then they closed down and they put a Michael's.
See, I've never been to a Target.
Yeah, I wasn't too fond of it. It kind of reminded me of like a Byway or a Zellers, like really cheap. I don't know, I wasn't fond of it.
Some of those places are still good. I mean, others, no. Oh, you
Yeah.
went to the one in the mall, Rosanna? Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys.
All righty. Yeah, you've been on almost 3 hours.
Yeah. I'm gonna go lay down, try and get rid of this headache I've had all day.
Well, you'll have to look in your analytics to see what your total hours are. Let
Yeah,
me know.
I will for sure.
They should be climbing up.
Yeah.
And you have a good night, and thanks for having me. Rosanna, you too.
Yeah, Rosanna, have a good night. Kane, night. Whoever else is in here, have a great night. I will be on next Friday at 7:30.
On this Friday?
Yeah. Yeah, this Friday, 7:30.
Yes, good night, Rosanna, my friend. And take care, everybody. And hope
Night,
to see you all tomorrow. Hope to see you all tomorrow night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.